people, how are you? I hope you're doing great. Today I'm going to review an Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir, and I have to say that lately I'm on a binge for reading diversity books. I mean, if you look movies, if you look series, if even in so many books, it's like everyone is white and everyone is model perfect, and reality it's not like that. So lately, I'm just interested in all kinds of diversity books. If you have any good recommendations, you can hit me here in the comments. And I have to say that I'm loving with these books, this series. I think that the author Sabaa is writing the fourth one, and it has to come later this year. And I'm really, I really want to read it. I'm going to resume this here, and I'm going to discuss the book. Laia is a slave. Elias is a soldier. Neither is free. Under the Martial Empire, defiance is met with death. Laia and her family do not challenge the empire. They've seen what happens to those who do. But when Laia's brother is arrested for treason, she's forced to make a decision. In exchange for help from rebels who promise to rescue her brother, she will risk her life to spy from them, from within the Empire's British military academy. There, Laia meets Elias, the skull's finest soldier, and secretly its most unwilling. He and Laia will soon realize that their destinies are intertwined, and that their choices will change the fate of the Empire itself. So, first of all, the book is narrated by Laia and Elias, and I think that it gives like a profundity that we wouldn't find otherwise, because the book is narrated in first person. So the fact that we change point of views when we change characters allow us to delve deeper into the book and the feelings of the two factions, because Laia belongs to the scholars and Elias belongs to the martials, but there is much more to both stories. But they're like two factions that are enfranchised in a kind of silent war. I mean, martials dominate everything, and they have the masks, who are like soldiers, like very specialized soldiers who do the will of the emperor. So if the emperor wants to kill someone, the masks go there and just kill someone, and it's like that, just no explanations, no nothing. So and I love this world that Sabaa has created. She, at the beginning of the book, you begin to see where you are going with this book. Both narrators, Elias and Laia, present you with what's their life like, and where they live, and how the place where they are born affect their choices. For one side, we find Laia. He's a scholar, and she lives with her brother and her grandparents, because you will learn why, but her parents are dead. And you see what it's like to see the world from the scholar's point of view, who fear the empire and who sometimes have to defend themselves, and sometimes there's raids. People are killed or abducted or sold to slavery, and they can do nothing. There is like some rebels who try to stop things, but it's complicated. And then you have Elias, for me it's my favorite character like ever. I mean, he's a martial. He is one of the soldiers that do the emperor bidding. You have in this book, you have like the masks that are very fine soldiers, very specialized soldiers that do whatever the emperor wants. If the emperor wants to kill somebody, the mask go and kill the person, and there is nothing needed, no explanations, no judgments, nothing, just they do it. And Elias is questioning all of this. It's questioning the training they receive, it's questioning this way of life, the fact that he's not free to do whatever he wants to do. And I love when those two characters meet, and you can really feel everything that's going on between them. I mean, it's amazing. I love these two main characters. You have also a lot of secondary characters. There is slaves. We have a slave called Cook that has a lot of story to tell, and I'm suspecting who she really is, but let's see if I'm right, because Sabaa just likes to put a lot of twists, and you're left like, because you don't expect anything of what happens in the book, so that's amazing. And we have another slave that's called Izzy, which is a character that I love, because she's very sweet and she's very innocent, and she wants to retain this part of her that's human, that she wants to befriend people, and she wants to live, even though she's a slave since she was like 5 years or something like that. So it's hard on her. And we also have another secondaries like Helena, who is a friend of Elias, and she's the only woman who has been trained as a mask. Well, I'm lying. There is another one called the Commander. You will learn more about her, but it's more like a man kind of thing. So she has to prove herself harder because people tend to think that she's a woman. So, she's not going to be a danger. So, yeah. You see, Sabaa in this book, the author, it's reflecting on so many things, and slavery, and the people who have power that do things that, that shouldn't be done, and the thing that there's different people who are treated differently, and the fact that a woman has to explain or to prove herself harder. I mean, you're going to find lots of things like that in this book, and it's amazing how seamlessly everything is told into the story. I love it. I love that there is these characters that even though they belong to different classes and things, they both feel like they are free. I love that Laia is an imperfect character. Why I'm saying this? Because in a lot of novels you have characters who are, are heroines and do heroines. I don't think it's pronounced like that. Heroes. Yeah. Sorry, that they know how to do everything and like good just because, and I love that in this book Laia begins like a person that instead of helping her brother, she runs away. Because she's scared, and her fear gets the best of herself. And I love how when you keep on reading and keep on knowing more of her story and you walk the roads with her, I love that she learns and that she regrets that she ran away, and she's scared but she decides to do something. It's not like she stops being scared, but it's just that she stops letting the fear get the best of her, and she makes like a great evolution. The same thing can be said about Elias. Elias is a person who feels like has a lot of weight on his back and he doesn't want to be where he is, but he's going to do the best with what he has. And I love that the characters are like imperfect, that they have to learn, that they mature, that they change. I mean, it's amazing. The character growth in this book, it's completely amazing, and all the characters, even secondary ones, are so fleshed out. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I love. I say it 1,000 times. I will say 1,001. I love a story where the characters are fleshed out. For me, the most important part of a book is that the characters are believable. If the characters are unbelievable and the story is good, I won't enjoy it. So, for me, having characters like the ones that we are going to find in this book, even the bad ones, even the ones that you want to strangle, are so amazingly created that, I mean, it's amazing. And also I love this story. This story, I won't say a track it, but the story we are going to find is those characters that met each other and they are going to begin questioning everything they know about themselves, about the way they were raised, about everything they knew or thought they knew, and they are going to kind of began forming an alliance, a pact between them, and they're going to begin seeing that maybe things aren't exactly like they have been told. So this is amazing, and I love how Laia it's so centered. She wants to save her brother, and Elias he doesn't know why, but he feels like attracted to this girl, and he's going to do everything in his hand to protect her. And from there the story will evolve, and I don't want to tell you much about the story because I think that you have to read it, really, because Sabaa Tahir has created an amazing world, and I was surprised by the many twists and many turns that I wasn't expecting. So I really recommend this series to you. So come on, grab a copy and begin reading. Thank you for watching. Bye.